who are you though?
I'm Ambi Lewis, Brooklyn's Moon on social media. Ambi for short. Artist and facilitator of healing. Just wrapped up a 6-year career as an assistant for the CEOs of Stadium Goods. So yeah, I'm on the market and pursuing my talents.
Your passions.
My passions, yeah. Trying to make things happen.
Well, thank you for joining me on our premiere episode of But Who Are You Though?
Thank you for having me.
It's my pleasure. I wanted to start this web series as a way to have conversations with the people in my life. A lot of in my career, in my social life, I've been blessed, I will say, to meet the folks that I have within my network, and you guys pour so much into me, and the conversations that we have are always so valuable that I wanted to, create a platform where we can have some of those conversations, and hopefully they will resonate with the audience and help them in any way that it can. I think us having conversations allows for us to find ourselves and figure out what we should be doing for ourselves. I wasn't very involved in spiritually before meeting you, and then understanding how it helps you and how it helped to process and get through situations. That has helped me in a lot of ways. So just having this conversation with you, I think will be it
bring some stuff to the table.
Bring some things to the table. A lot of times we don't talk. People have their friends and the people that they go to all the time, but we don't necessarily know that we're not the only ones going through something, right, or we're not the only ones that have had those experiences. So, in my goal with this is to share
get
these
rid of
stories.
shame.
Yeah. I mean, I do want shame to be present in life, but
right.
Shame, we should all be ashamed of some things. I am, but yes, or just feeling like you're alone, or the things that we experience are solely on us. So that is my goal with this, and I'm so grateful that you agreed to join me and that we can have this conversation.
Cheers.
Cheers. Thanks you for being my first guest.
Of course.
First, I would like to say welcome to the guests and everyone watching. This is the premiere show of my new web series called But Who Are You Anyway? We're going to work on the logo. Don't worry about all that. I'm working on that. But this is an opportunity for me to have conversations, which I always say that, in another life, I would have been an anthropologist. And because I find people so interesting, I have an amazing network of people that inspire me, that give me great advice, that I, emulate in the best ways. And I wanted to create a platform where I can have those conversations that, we
be on the phone for 3 hours sometimes.
And we talk about anything. And, I love the fact that I can have open conversations with my friends and not feel judged. And I feel like a lot of the stories that we share, there's common ground there. There's things to learn, even at, the age that we are.
Our big age.
But this was an opportunity for me to share some of those conversations and open dialogue and have questions and, just create a platform where we could share those stories. So today's first guest is my girl, Ambi Lewis, who most of you should know. We hang out a lot. So if you follow me on Instagram, you follow her, you see us in each other's stories. We
Shenanigans.
Hang out. Yes. And you are an artist. You are a great friend, a sister, and a role model. And I really do. I know she's gonna freak out. But one of the best people I know, I've known you for a long time.
For real though.
And I was thinking about it the other day. I was like, wait, do I remember the first time I met Ambika? Do you remember?
Was that Stephanie's birthday?
It could have been.
I feel like it was at Stephanie's birthday at it was the first time I think I met everyone. I think that's where I met you.
Yeah.
I think Lita was there.
Yeah.
It was like a like a clubbish kind of place.
Yeah, and it was like all I remember is really dark.
It was really dark,
really
and there were
dark.
like seats.
Yes, and we were all sitting.
Yeah,
we were all seated.
Yeah, I think that's where. Yeah,
that's like the first time we met and hung out. Stephanie's, I think she turned 30. I think it was her 30th birthday party.
Was it?
Yeah,
I was definitely in my early 30s. So
yeah,
that sounds
and I
about
definitely
right.
was in my 20s because by the time I turned 31,
Right. No, I got a
streets.
few years on you. Yeah,
but it was that was the first time, and then the first time we actually like all hung out without there being music and darkness.
Was that on Fifth Avenue when we went to breakfast?
It must have been. We were partying in the
remember
city
that?
a lot.
I think we went to Park Slope.
We went for brunch.
Yeah,
that is
Miriam's.
Miriam's,
right?
Yes.
Oh my God, not me remembering stuff.
Yes, we went to Miriam. We all had brunch. It was like 15 of us.
Yeah, it was a whole. Yeah, we took over spots. Yeah,
definitely. We rolled deep.
I only rolled with people who rolled deep and like took over spots.
Yeah. And that's when brunch started being a thing because I remember
that's when it was a thing.
Brunch was not a thing, and we totally were like, oh, we're going to brunch. And it was like, once somebody said brunch those days, we were all going because it was like, ooh, I'm going to brunch. Like, we're just going to go to eat eggs and drink hard liquor.
2012?
It might have been before that. I was like 2010, yeah.
Oh, well, yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah, because by 20,
No, I think I met you in 2009.
Oh, yeah.
I think
it
that
was definitely
the
around
year.
then, yeah. And then, by 2010, we were hanging out. We were going to parties and stuff. But, yeah, that brunch is where, like, we met all the girls.
A whole slew of people.
It was a mess of us. Then we went to Beacon's Closet, and we were just shopping after.
That was that day. How did we end up from? Oh, it was in the Park Slope one. Yeah. Because now there's one in Williamsburg, right?
Mm-hmm. But those were the early days. So yes, Ambi and I have history. We've known each other for quite some time.
We grew up together.
We definitely grew up together. We
grew up as adults, from like young adults into like actual adults.
Are we actually adults?
This is Never Neverland. So,
You do say that a lot, that we are just
Tinkerbell and a Wendy, maybe. I don't know.
The growing up part is optional. We're all getting older, but the growing up part is optional.
In New York, I don't know. It's a playground.
Yeah, that whole New York thing. I told you, for me, it's getting old.
It's only old because it's not old New York. It's a new New York. And because it's a new New York, now it's like the shit gets tired.
Yeah,
it's tired.
It's exhausting. Mm-hmm. And it's like this, like
all of a sudden we understand why people go to Florida.
I do.
All of a sudden it makes sense.
I spent a week in LA and I was ready.
No, I get it.
No one bothered me. I went out and I didn't run into not one person that I knew, and it felt nice. It was refreshing. And I think that's kind of one of the reasons why New York is so hard. It's really hard to go out and not see people that you know.
No, it's impossible.
And then you go to this, like, after a while, if you decide that you're going to be social and you're going to go out for like a month, you're going to see the same people every time.
Yeah. And you have to be resilient enough to deal with whoever you're going to see when you're outside, whoever you're going to run into.
It's always
unexpected. And it's always like the unexpected is always happening here.
That part. Yeah, actually, like, I had an option to go out this past weekend.
The unexpected.
Like, you know what?
It's really like Never Neverland.
If I go out, this might happen, and then
unexpected behavior. Yeah,
I'm gonna be ruined for the
unexpected
week.
Unexpected behavior, unexpected consequences.
It's
the city is real.
Even just thinking about it, it's just draining. I don't want to do it.
I've been inside this summer because I'm not stressing myself out. I'm keeping my cortisol levels. What do you call it? Low.
Low. But yes. But no, and we talk about this a lot because I'll try to drag you out. You're like, I'm not going. No.
No. If it's too loud, I can't do it anymore. Like, I used to be able to do it, but now, like, I'm overstimulated. I'm like, wait a minute. I can't. The ADHD, like the sounds. I can't do it anymore. I used to be able to.
Oh, I know, because like
the older
when
I
get,
I
met you guys, I was like, oh,
I think it just came out in a study with like women in like perimenopause, and like, not that I'm like, I guess I'm at that age now where that's like real.
We're there.
But that like it gets worse or something when you get. So I'm like, wait a minute, is that what the fuck is going on now?
My tolerance for the BS.
Oh, it's gone.
It's It's gone. Yeah, I was gonna say it's
Mine is
short.
gone. Mine is 0. Mine is literally a 0.
Mine's at a 6.
Yeah, wait, give it 6 years. Right? How many years I got? About 6. Give it 6 or 7
You're
years.
not 6. You don't have 6 years on me. I'm up there. Yeah, I think it's 2, but okay.
I mean, I'm gonna be 47 in October. So.
Okay, it's
5,
4.5.
Yeah.
It's definitely still not 6. And you look amazing.
I mean, just because I get good sleep.
You're just gonna have to edit that. She's gonna say that she's 21 when we edit that in because that's what it's giving.
No, people. I definitely get like 30s for sure. People think I'm like 30 something.
Same,
like,
but that's that Trinity blood.
Yeah, that I get good sleep and keep your heart light as a feather.
I'm glad you said that because, like, we talk about this a lot, and one of the things that I lean on you a lot for is I'm spiraling, and you will call, like, I'll tell you I'm spiraling at 5 in the morning.
Oh, I'll answer.
And
I'll
you
be there.
answer. I'm like, I can't do it. It's stressful, and you'll give me tips. You'll send me like practices. Then you're like, watch this YouTube, do your breathing, and you'll be fine. I'm like, listen.
I mean, that's all we can do
breathing.
is control ourselves,
right? And that's the thing. It's like sometimes it's like, well,
listen, it's breathe or go to jail. Like those are our options sometimes.
So I was watching a movie last night, and I was watching Cobra Kai, and Kreese was in jail, right? And I was just watching. I was like, you know what?
Who's in jail?
Kreese.
Which one is that?
He's the bad guy. He took over Cobra Kai. He's
that guy.
Terrible guy. Right. But he was in jail, and I was like, you know what? I think I could do this. I think I could survive jail. I'm not going. But just in case,
I don't.
But also, I think I don't totally understand jail, because in my mind they're gonna put me in a room and I'm gonna read books for like 6 years.
Did you see Orange Is the New Black?
Did you watch?
Okay, well now you have to watch that series. Just watch that series.
They're not just gonna serve me lunch while I read books for 6 years, because I could do that.
Nah, watch Orange Is the New Black. Definitely check it out. No, I don't think I could do prison. If I had to, I think I would finagle it. I would either act completely out of my mind.
You mean act like you live in Brooklyn?
Yeah.
Like that's how we act.
Or I would literally just sit and meditate all the time.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, listen, you're going to put me in a room by myself, I'm going to be fine. Just leave me alone. Check on me every now and then, but I will just leave me.
I was just, an only child. I'm pretty sure I'd be fine locked in a cell all day. Like, yeah.
I'm like, are you calling this punishment? Because it's really not.
I got in trouble for daydreaming as a child. So put me in a room.
That is such a Caribbean thing.
I can stare at a wall all day.
Yes.
And be just fine.
My mother she would do that to me. She was like, what are you just staring off? And I'm like,
no, my mind is running at 1,000, like, 1,000 swirls a minute. Like, it'd be like the Tasmanian devil in my brain sometimes. I can stare at a wall and be completely entertained.
Yeah. I think that's why, growing up, I read so many books because I just wanted to be left alone. I just wanted to be detached from the real world.
Even when I'm reading, my brain is having its own conversation. I'm having, like, a dual.
Oh, do you read the whole page and realize you read nothing?
Yes. All the time.
Yeah, that's the ADHD.
All the time, yeah. Same thing with a movie.
Oh, it's so
and my
difficult
recall,
for me.
I have no movie recall at all. It'd be like, remember when we saw? I'll be like, nope, don't remember. Remember that? Nope, don't remember.
That's why I used to go to the movies religiously. When I worked at Disney, I got free movie tickets. I would go to the movies once a week. At least I would go by myself. I'd invite people. If they didn't come, I'd go by myself. And I cannot. If I go to the movies now, there is a.
You can sit through it?
Oh, I can sit.
I can't sit through a movie.
I'm gonna be asleep.
No, this is me. Like the whole movie, and then I'm like moving all around.
We're gonna test this.
And then like I want to like throw shit at people.
But we have movies that we're going to watch, so you have to go.
I mean, I might be able to sit through the Lego movie, but like I have like an hour and 20-minute like max. I get so antsy.
Yeah, so I can do kid movies. I can totally do kid movies. What I can't do is like, I can't do horror. I can't do horror at all.
Horror, I think, is the only thing I can sit for and pay attention to because it has my nervous system on 1,000. So I'm into it. I'm getting like adrenaline and dopamine. I don't know if I get dopamine, maybe serotonin. I don't know, definitely adrenaline. So like that'll keep me into it for sure. That'll keep me locked in.
I've walked into a movie and it started and it was too scary.
I think they're funny.
And I've walked out.
I think scary movies are so funny because they're so fake to me.
Is it?
But yes, most of them are so fake. I can't I really find them comical. And the acting, most of the acting nowadays is so bad.
It is bad, but that's in everything. But I can't do scary movies like at all. It just doesn't sit well with my anxiety.
I love it.
I'm gonna be.
I love it. It's like going to Great Adventures
on
for
edge.
me. I love it.
Glad you brought that up because we're gonna go to Great Adventures too. But yeah.
I bought a season pass. We should go this week.
We should go this weekend.
A season pass.
We're gonna go this weekend. Listen, all we do is have a good idea. And
I'm
jump
down.
in the car.
Oh, we have a whole list of ideas.
We do have a lot of ideas. We really do.
We have a list of ideas.
Yeah. We should probably execute on one of those soon.
Well, we're waiting for the right idea.
It's in there. There is a list. But I will guaranteed to fall asleep. The last movie I went to see Dune, and
too long.
It's too long. They lost me. I was like, what is going on here?
It was too much of a monologue. There was too much. I mean, I've also tried to read Dune, and it's a lot. There's so much dialogue.
They lost me. The only things.
It's a great story. I love it.
Maybe I'll.
But it's definitely all over the place. The book is good.
I'll try with the book first because I'm lost.
But it's a lot. Yeah, it's all over the place for sure.
Yeah, give me Harry Potter. I'll watch Harry Potter.
Well, Harry Potter, I feel like
those are long.
It's also layered.
Yes, there's a plot line.
But Dune is 3 times the size of a Harry Potter book. It's this thick.
Oh no, Harry Potter books are pretty thick. I'm gonna have to.
Oh, you know what? They are thick. That's true.
They are thick.
But the first one wasn't that thick.
It wasn't, no. And not until you get to the third one.
The third one, yeah.
Azkaban, then you're getting into deep territory. But they're complex.
You know the mirror in my living room? Have you ever noticed it?
No.
I think what do they call it? The Nagpani? Nag. It's like a Nagpani mirror. I think that's what it's called, but it's like a Harry Potter mirror.
Oh.
It's like a snake mirror.
I'll have to check it out. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not going to expose how much of a Harry Potter nerd I am.
That's why I thought you would know.
No.
I think that's what it's called, the Nagpani mirror.
In the book, the snake's name is Nagini. That's it? Yes. So, but yeah, I haven't.
That. That's the right one.
Snake is evil. We're not dealing with that.
Snakes are not evil. That snake was evil?
I mean, yeah.
Okay, I mean, fair, but snakes aren't evil.
So what was the use of them? Because if one comes out of here, listen, the way I'm going to jump up and tear this place apart.
It would depend on the snake. It would depend on the snake on how.
Do you have to get to know them personally?
No, we would need to know if it was fed. Is it a pet snake and was it fed recently? Then we're good.
It's okay. I'm gonna go with my gut on this one.
No, but snakes are, you can they're connected to the moon. As far as shedding, how they shed their skin, serpent energy, it's divine. Serpent energy.
I'm gonna have to look into that.
They're mythological, majestic creatures. They carry deep spiritual meaning.
I'm sure they do. They're creepy and nasty and slimy.
I think they're magical and majestic. Do I want one up on me? No. But would I touch one and yeah, I would I would like a pet snake.
I've petted one at the zoo and
I think they're beautiful.
Exactly the way I thought it would.
I want one of those white ones that have the metallic, purpley, pinky, and they're albino, metallic. I don't know what they're called, but they're beautiful.
Now I know what to get you for your birthday.
No, I would need somebody to be able to handle the animal for me.
So you want a pet snake, but also a snake handler.
Well, a man to handle the snake. Mm-hmm.
All right, this sounds dangerous. I'm going to step back out of this conversation, and we could talk about some more of that healing, because you have now started a new venture where you are
offering my services,
offering your healing services to.
I made it official.
Congratulations.
Yeah. I've been studying and working on energy medicine and energy healing and emotional healing since 2010. Well, 2009, 2010.
And what got you into that?
My mother, because she's diagnosed paranoid schizophrenic, and that was a whole, it still is a journey. It's still something I deal with, but it was really difficult to navigate, and I didn't understand her psychosis. So I wanted to understand more about the mind and the spirit and the body and how they all connect. And it kind of shot me down like this, just like a trajectory straight towards a healing path. I like to say facilitator of healing because I don't do the actual healing.
Yeah.
I help people.
Because healing is self-work.
It is. So I just help people just master themselves. And yeah.
So how do you think that experience has affected you over time?
Well, I think when I first started, one of the first things I quickly realized that if I take this path, I have to be really serious about it, because the universe doesn't let you play. If you decide you're going to take on like the role of a healer, a shaman, a facilitator of healing, energy worker, light worker, whatever you want to call it, it requires a lot of discipline, and you actually have to set an example, because you got to practice what you preach, right? Otherwise, like what kind of master in order to create a master in others, you have to learn how to master yourself, and that requires so much discipline.
And that that's where I lack my discipline. I've lived a life where
I think Greg Goggins, I think is his name. Do you know what I'm talking about? It's like an ex-military guy, but he says discipline is freedom. But like then when you start thinking about it and you're like, holy shit, it really is. Like whatever you want, the only way to get to whatever you want is through being disciplined.
I get that. I also, one second, let me just put these headphones on. I think we're gonna get a call from Garnett.
Garnett.
And Garnett is supposed to be here. She will be joining the show in later weeks. She's currently in New Orleans judging a really huge rum. Yes, rum competition. If you don't know Garnett Phillips, she is also known as the Rum Girl. She is the owner of the Rum Bar and Rogers Garden, and she is one of my good friends. And she is also, one of my, people that I go to the most, and we have these conversations a lot. And, I wanted to do this with her, so she wanted to call in. It's not on yet. Is she calling me?
Yeah, she's calling me.
Okay. Oh wait, it might not be on. Hold on. Let me fix this. Oh. I put it on Do Not Disturb, but there we go. Okay, let me try her again.
Hello?
Hello.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you guys hear her?
Okay, great.
I can. Hi.
Hi.
Hi, Garnett.
Who's this, Ambika?
This is Keola, and Ambika's on too. We're all on.
Oh, great. Hi, guys. Wait, are we filming now, or should
Yes,
I
we are filming.
Oh, great. Hey, guys.
Hi, boo.
How are you?
We're good. How's the event going?
Oh, my God, guys. I'm so sad that I'm not there with you guys today, but I'm here for a big reason. I couldn't believe it. Like, I was on the panel that was so dope, judging, like, Rum of the Year. And it wasn't released yet, but by tomorrow, the world will know that it's this rum from Thailand.
Ooh.
That was absolutely amazing. Yeah, it was so good.
Yes.
And as soon as I walked out the room, I started to cry when I got to the elevator. Because I was just so happy and so happy. I even posted on social media of me crying. But it was like tears of joy. Yeah, it was like I was the only, not only was I the only woman, I was the only woman of color.
I love
like,
that.
I was just like, I was the only woman on the stage. And it was people who were like from the Netflix show, Drink Masters that were there. They were like big time vibe, beat writers. It was just like so influential. It was just such a really amazing thing. And I'm in New Orleans, and last night I was like, nope, go to bed early. Nope, not drinking with you guys. Nope, not doing it. Because I knew.
We were just talking about how discipline is freedom.
Yes. And making those choices, like, you know what? I need to rest, or I can't do that. It's really important.
Yeah.
And so you can show up, you did that so that you can show up and be your best self today.
I was my best self. I was so worried because everybody that was there, they're so like knowledgeable. Like I'm talking about, these guys are like on the distillery. They have others who own like big bars, like in Miami. You have Jerry the Beach Bummer who has a book. Like it's like I was a rookie on the stage, but my sister-in-law and my friend Ashley was here, and when we left, they're like, Garnett, you spoke like your shit.
You do know your stuff.
I was like, really? She's like, it was effortlessly. And she's like, you spoke, your words were so like precise and with intent, and like you really tapped in and kind of zoned out. And I was like, it felt good. So I'm happy to be part of the show and partner up with Kyola with this, because I want to have fun with this, and I want to bring some of my rum like fun to this weekly, because I love it and I'm really passionate about it, and I think that everybody should know what rum tastes like. And Ambika, I love what you're doing. I stalk your page, I follow you, I like everything, I repost some of your stuff.
Thank you.
I'm just so sad that I'm not there to be a part of it, but I am there in spirit.
And we're
and
drinking
I'm so proud of Kyola.
We are drinking
what kind of rum?
Yeah,
what kind of rum?
Estate.
Which year, baby?
Is this a special Appleton? Oh, we can't.
What year is it?
Right now.
I'm scared to find out.
I'm so embarrassed that the bottles are even on the table. You shame me, Kyola. You shame me.
It's not my fault. Like, I can look at it right now and tell you. Hold on. But yeah, no. Like I told you yesterday, we chatted for a little bit, but I'm so proud of you because you've worked really hard for this.
Yes.
And now you're finally like, you're seeing your hard work paid off, and this is what those mountain trips that you were hiding out in the cabin and studying, this is what you worked for, and I'm proud of you because it's not easy. It's not easy to be disciplined. It's not easy to
show up as a newbie.
Yeah, it's intimidating. And feeling like
1,000%. I felt the rookie. I was like, what am I doing here? I don't even belong here. Like, what the hell?
You beyond
I don't know what I'm doing. And
beyond
right. And the friend said to me, Killer actually told me the same thing too. They wouldn't have called you if they didn't see you. You just don't see yourself yet.
And I hope that now you see yourself, because we were just talking about healing, and like Ambi said, healing is self-work, but showing up is self-work as well. And you can't just ask for certain things in life and then not show up when the opportunities present themselves, because then what do you tell the universe? That I'm not serious about it.
Right. You got to do it scared.
You got to do it scared. Like,
and we're serious about it.
I was
totally
scared about doing this, but I always say that the conversations that I have with my friends mean so much to me, and that I'm able to take something from them and put it into practice in my life. Because I wouldn't be friends with the people that I'm friends with if they weren't, providing some kind of wealth to me. And, having such strong women of color, and women that aren't afraid to take chances on themselves, that helps me when it's my turn to take a chance on myself as well. So I do appreciate both of you for supporting me in this as well.
Of course.
Absolutely. Ambika, I told Kyola almost a year ago, I was like, I want this. We're sitting down with someone else who's going to be a partner with us, and I said, I want this because I want to do something fun. I feel like every day I wake up with stress, like having 2 bars. And to be honest, I know it sounds crazy, but people don't understand, like, it's aging me. And I think maybe God wants me to have just 1 bar and maybe my rum brand, because I know for a fact I can't do 3. And I have to make some tough decisions right now, but I really want my own rum brand. And it's what I really, really want. Like, I want it. Like, I want it so bad.
And you're on the way.
Yeah.
And I'm emotional because I'm so proud of myself.
Aww.
And we're proud of you too. Trust and believe.
Definitely.
Yes. Because
See the
it's
happy
really
tears.
hard to show up for yourself. Like people,
Yes.
it sounds easy. It sounds good.
No,
like we say
it's
that all the
so
time. We're like, no,
challenging.
just do it. Like, what's the problem?
And
just
being
do it.
authentic at the same time.
It's like, but I want to throw up. Like, I don't want to know how to explain it. I was like, I want to throw up. Like, this is a lot. And then, you know, we worry about how people will view us and.
Well, you can't control how other people perceive it.
I know. We
I
always say
can't.
that. Like, you shouldn't listen to how other people, like, but we do. Like, you think about it. You're like, I don't want to look crazy. I don't want to look too overzealous or am too ambitious. And then
I look crazy a lot because, I mean, the things that I study and that I know are kind of out there, but you got to be willing
you
to.
have to be willing to be crazy.
Right. Right. It just feels so good to be able to see that I'm being recognized a little bit, and these are happy because you know what? There's so much tears of like stress and sadness that when you do cry about something that's
You have
happy,
to. That's the release.
it's like, oh my God, thank you. Like there is light at the tunnel because God knows. I'm so happy. I'm so happy.
And we're very
Like,
I'm
I'm just
proud of you. I told you
happy.
this yesterday. I'm so proud of you. It's not easy.
exciting.
And it's exciting, but there's so much like, you know, I told you all the time, like I have anxiety. Like my booty would be clenched the entire time. I was like, hi.
Yo, you want to laugh?
No.
No,
Yes, go ahead.
I didn't even eat before. I was like, no.
Eat. I would
And my
never
sister
eat.
was like, why? I was like, no. I said, my stomach is upside down. I'm going to be in the toilet. I can't, I'm going to either throw up or shit it out. There's no way.
Yeah, that's
I
that's
can
literally how
afford
it
this the
feels.
Nope. I had nothing but water and I had rum tastings. And then after, I was like, we got to eat immediately because I had alcohol and empty stomach. I was like, we got to go now. So I'm just happy to be a part of this. And I got so, like, again, like I told Kiel, like, I just need something that makes me feel free. And to do this once a week and just to be free and turn my phone off and focus on this is just, my spirit needs this right now. And Kiola has no idea. This will be helping me out too with what I want to do in my career, to be there and talk about the rum with you guys and talk about life and our guests and to be
It's
able to like
definitely-
feature a rum weekly. Come on, this
This
is
is about
magic.
talking about our passions. So that's what I wanted to have this space so everyone can discuss their passions and discuss who they are and kind of what's the experiences that brought them to this place, because we don't get things handed to us.
No.
So
So
No.
you know, and even for you doing this week, you know, it being a monumental week, we can potentially have the first female president. You know, it's a really important time, regardless if you support her or not. It's a possibility. We didn't have, this was not even a consideration for so long, and now it's like when we grew up and they were like, you could be anything, you could be president of the United States. You're like,
Y'all know, I learned,
Yeah.
well, I didn't learn something today, but I remembered something today that all the presidents all come from, they're all related to the same, this dude in England.
really?
All the presidents except for one. Van Buren. Except for
Yeah.
Van Buren, they're all, like, all of them are related to this this dude from England.
Interesting.
Even Trump, like all of them. So I mean, if you just look at that, and you can look it up, it's like a fact. It's like real. It's not like it's like real. But if you look at that, like the chances of her being the next president are slim to none. Unfortunately,
But we could force it. But
the same way we didn't have a primary. Like we don't have much say, as much say
Right.
as we should have, because there should have been a primary. There's no real reason why there wasn't one.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah,
right.
And the fact
Right.
that people aren't questioning it and protesting it is
we
a-
kind of
is a
we
problem.
have a society kind of goes with the flow with most things at this
It's
point. Like
complacent.
yeah,
Society's kind of complacent.
we are not. This is not.
Right.
a
Like, I'm
society
surprised that
of-
more people aren't mad that there wasn't a primary.
Right.
Like there, and we don't like the candidates. So how do we not like the candidates? And there was no
Yeah,
primary.
we want the candidates.
And
right,
like
right. It's
everyone's just skipping the fact. Like, but what about the primary? Why wasn't there a primary? Why didn't we fight for one harder?
I
You
agree.
know? So there's a
And
level
Michelle-
of complacency that goes on in yeah. There's like a
Absolutely.
like yeah. Or apparently like the Clintons and the Obamas are like they're not agreeing with each other. Apparently, there's like a silent civil war within Congress that
I-
we're not
yes.
aware about, that the
Yes.
public isn't aware about. But there's like a legit civil
Yes.
war going on the low.
I just said to myself, yo, Michelle Obama, we love you, but I know you hate it. I watched you at the Barclays. I get it. I have your book. I'll watch you on tour. But damn, Michelle, you could have came in for like just at least 2 years. Like, yo, I'm out. Please. Just to get us through this crowd. Just a little bit. Because she, for sure, if Michelle Obama stands there, it's a no-brainer. My girl's coming as the president of the United States of America.
I mean, look,
You know, but
I've never seen Michelle and Kamala in conversation. Have any of you?
never. I've
And
never.
You know what I would say? I don't know. I see Michelle. I feel like Michelle can't stand Kamala.
Right.
I feel like Michelle would want to backslap her a hard one. Like, stop cackling, stop.
Well, listen, ladies, I'm gonna let you ladies go because it's loud out here and it's raining.
Oh,
And I just wanted to make sure that I was able to jump in on this call and be a part of this monumental moment as well, because this show is going to be a complete success, and there was no way I was going to kill her not have me on the first show. So I was like, no, we're not doing that part.
Thank you so much
You
for
gonna get
taking
me
the
on here, girl.
time
I
from
love
your
it.
monumental week to join in
Yes.
and to say hi to everyone. I can't wait for you to get back and to get the full recap of the week, because I'm sure there's going to be more.
yeah, we're gonna have to try that rum from Thailand now.
Yes.
Girl, me too. I mean, well, I did already, but like, I want the bottle for myself.
I'm being a judge. They should make sure you have a bottle. Absolutely. Like, imagine
Yes.
voting for them and giving them this honor and they don't give you a bottle. Come on now.
Yo, can you imagine that I literally was part of judging Rum of the Year? That shit is crazy from all over the
Gangsta.
world, yo.
Right.
That's super gangsta. I love it.
So proud of you.
Ah,
But thank you.
me too.
my
Okay, love you,
friend.
girls.
Yes. I'll call
All
you
right, love.
later.
bye-bye.
Bye. Oh, she's such a sweetheart. I'm happy for her. I'm really, really happy.
She's
for
a
her.
real one. She's super dope, Garnet.
She is working her booty off. It has not been. It is not easy to own two bars.
Also, I feel like that's like a male-dominated field.
It
also,
really is.
as most
most are.
things.
But
Yeah.
that's why it's like even just having an opportunity to do the things that we aspire to do, and then to execute, and then to be successful in it. Those are three totally different
Oh,
things.
absolutely.
So it's like I can have all the dreams in the world because, like you said, we got plans.
Yeah, like
But
I've
then
been
you
doing
gotta-
art for 10 years and you don't know what it's going to do. You don't know. And like I'm not someone who I don't push, I'm not good at marketing and selling myself. So I've been an artist for 10 years, but it's actually kind of revolutionary, I guess, because
Absolutely.
I've managed to earn the title of artist by only accepting opportunities that come my way. Like I've never really applied to get into any of the shows that I've been in. It's mostly people coming to me and wanting me to be a part of it. So I've been blessed in that way because all of my what are they, acronyms? All of my traumas, my ADHD, CPTSD, HSP, empath, whatever. All of my what are they, acronyms? All of my traumas, my ADHD, CPTSD, HSP, empath, whatever. I'm a super introvert. I don't like putting myself out there. So
Yeah.
it's tough.
and then but it's also
I'm an introvert. I'm an ambivert because it's like I dress loud, but I'm such an introvert. I'm such an internalizing person.
Yeah, I'm an ambivert of it as well. Like I can do social, I can go out, I can meet people, we could talk, we could have a good time.
Give me my dog, a book, and a joint.
I just want to be in the room by
Dog,
myself.
a book, and a joint. Yeah.
I just want to be by myself. I want to be in the bed. I want to be sleeping. I don't have a TV in my bedroom, but if I did, you guys would never
I
see
just want to be
me.
in control of my time.
Yeah, that's
And
what
I'm an information whore. I really like information.
you do. Every time I see you, you're watching YouTube.
I'm,
Every time.
I really like listening to the smart people. I spend a lot of time on the intellectual dark web.
Yes, you
Yeah,
do.
I really do. I spend a lot of time listening to like Lex Friedman and Stephen Bartlett, Diary of a CEO. Yeah, I spend a lot of time listening to the smart folks for sure.
There's a lot of wealth there.
I mean, yeah, there is. It's true.
And I would say like
That's why
some
I'm
of us
full
are
of random ass facts.
some of us are forever students.
Like all the presidents are related. I was like, but how is that even real? And doesn't that mean we have an oligarchy and not a democracy? Isn't that right? I don't know. I'm gonna have to ask ChatGPT.
Listen, you and ChatGPT are too good
Oh
of
no,
friends at this
I named
point.
mine Charlie. I named mine Charlie, and it was really cool because I asked Charlie what my personality type was, and he guessed correctly. He guessed my Myers-Briggs, whatever. He guessed it. I'm like, I'm an INFJ, and it's like a really rare personality type. But he happened to guess it. I was like, yo, this AI shit is like wild. He was like, based on the conversations and things you've asked me, this is your personality type. I was like, dude, how did you know?
You have to send me this app. I don't know if I want.
It's literally just ChatGPT.
Oh, you just go
Well,
on the
now it's
website?
like 4.0,
Oh.
4.0 mini or something.
I mean, I only really use it when I'm like creating decks or
It's
doing
really
something
just good.
for
I
a
use it for
client.
research because I like I know so much stuff, so I like I'll remember I'll recall something but not remember why I know it or how I know it. So I'll just check to make sure it's true. Like my sister-in-law asked me what's good for eczema, and I was like, give them omega 369, and I was like, wait, was that a real thing? And I had to look it up, but I was right. Apparently, like 60% of people who have eczema, the omega 369 will.
So you just take the
improve it.
supplement and
Yep.
it'll
Mm-hmm.
clear your skin.
Yeah, I mean it's good to do topical too, but skin thinks it's better to work from the inside out.
Yeah, because I'm telling you, I have like, I think I don't know what it is. I need to go to the dermatologist, but I've self-diagnosed myself with eczema on my nose. But I've been like using cocoa butter and shea butter and
Yep.
all the things. And I'm just like,
Yep.
yeah, that's not working.
Omega 369.
Okay, we're
Yep.
gonna use it.
But
and then
that was already on my list of vitamins that I already curated for you, like 8
the
months
vitamins.
ago.
You
Mhm,
definitely
I did.
gave me
And
a
guess
list
what's
of
on the list?
vitamins.
Guess what's on the list for your eczema? Omega 369. And it's also good for heart health.
You know what? You're not wrong. Okay, that you are on the ball with. I don't like pills.
I know, but like the way the food is made nowadays, we unfortunately all need vitamins.
I take.
The food in America packs 0 nutrients now.
I started taking
Okay,
my
not 0,
iron.
but I mean, it's a step in the right direction.
Yeah, but then it's like all the other things. I do. These are the times where I feel like a kid, and I'm just like, do I have to?
Discipline is what?
Boring. It's terrible. I'm like,
Freedom.
you-
Freedom is the
oh,
right
that's-
word.
yeah.
It's freedom.
I'm like, they don't make a
You want no
Tequila?
eczema? Take your omega.
they don't make a B69.
A 369 tequila.
You see, I
No.
don't even know the numbers. I'm gonna be out here drinking the.
Well, what's really funny about the 369 thing is that that it's omega. It just happens to be omega 3, 6, and 9. Is that Tesla says once you figure out the magic between 3, 6, 9, then you figure out all the answers to the universe or some shit. That's a random ass fact that I just mushed together. But that's the way my brain works.
So after this, we're going on a journey. We're gonna figure out.
Oh, you're gonna learn. You're gonna learn
Yeah,
about Tesla and 369,
Yeah, this
and
is
you're gonna
now
take
planned.
omega 369.
I'll have to still take it.
Mm-hmm.
I'll get there. Me and vitamins aren't friends right now.
And it's not even there's like a not fishy one if that's like the problem.
I'm telling you,
There's a vegan one that's like flaxseed and
those-
primrose oil.
it's
and
the aftertaste and then what it does to my body, and I'm just like,
you gotta
nah, I'm
try
good.
the plant version, the plant based version. It's better.
Once it starts making my stomach hard, I'm good.
No, try the other one.
But it's
The vegan
outside
one.
of that. So so more about your journey into apothecary. You have products.
did bring
and-
one of my kits.
Yes. So is this the
It's a house cleaning kit. It's a
Okay.
spiritual house cleaning kit. So I put it together because they're actually things that I use. And I use them pretty frequently, sometimes daily, sometimes weekly. But I think
and this is not house cleaning like fabulous. This after you've cleansed your house. Now
this
you're
is
gonna clean
after you've done the fabuloso. Yeah, this is a spiritual cleanse for sure. I grew up with I think everybody knows about Florida water at this point. Solange is now playing in my brain.
If you didn't,
I have a DJ in my head.
there's a DJ in her head, and they're constantly
and it plays
playing
music on its own. So Florida water, I was telling Keola earlier that something that's really interesting about Florida water that I didn't know that I learned recently is that they use a lot of citrus essential oils, and that negative energy and entities, they don't like citrus. And I think that that's why this product has been such a staple in the spiritual community for so long.
I feel like you go to any Caribbean home,
And they know about it.
or it's in there. It's
Yeah. Like I learned about this from my mother, not from Instagram. Like I grew up using Florida water. And my mom used it to wipe
Florida water at all. And I can't even say it. And she would literally be like, sometimes she'd be like, don't use that. And I'm like, why? And she had her own
I love
reasons.
it. I use it.
I just like how it smells.
I love how it smells. I use it all the time. I have it in this little spray bottle by my bed. I spray my sheets and my like little area every night. Like I have like rituals with it. I clean my floors with it. I wipe down like all my spiritual stuff with it. I use it for so many things. So that's why it's in the kit.
So do you just put that into
some water and like you just add it to water and mop the floors and like wipe things down. I also like when it's really hot to just put it on a rag. Like I wet a rag and I pour some on the rag and I just put like the rag on my neck. It's just refreshing. And it's very uplifting. Like from like an energetic perspective, it's really uplifting. Then I also put some selenite wands in, and these absorb negative energy. They help cleanse the air of like, spiritually. So I included 2 selenite wands, but you can't get these wet because they're not actually like solid crystals. Actually, any crystal that ends in an ITE, you shouldn't wet.
Okay.
So they say because they're like softer, and water will melt them. But I love these.
I think I do have one of those at home somewhere.
Did I give you a pair? I felt like I gave you some.
You might have. I do have one at home though.
But I love selenite. I have 2 big towers like this at home. Palo Santo, everybody knows about. Sage, everybody knows about. There's so much controversy over whether these things are culturally appropriate to use. And I hate when people are like, you shouldn't burn sage because that belonged to the Native Americans, or you shouldn't burn Palo Santo. Of course, buy ethically sourced Palo Santo when you can. But I think people should do whatever they feel feels right to them. And like if it's cultural appropriation or not, like if you're not making money off of it and your intention is the same, the same purpose that they were intended for, then there's nothing wrong with using any of these things to cleanse your space. So much controversy, unneeded controversy. And I find them very helpful, especially if you're a very sensitive person and you have a lot of energetic you lack energetic boundaries. So if you're like an empath and you pick up other people's emotions, and I definitely took me a long time to learn how to get a grip on that. But burning the sacred smoke, the sacred woods and herbs, and it's and like having all the elements and all of these things, I feel like help the hypersensitive and empathic people keep their energy clear.
Well, I love this, and the packaging itself is gorgeous. I mean, look at this logo. It's beautiful.
That's the Philosopher's Stone. I reimagined the Philosopher's Stone.
I love it. And it's got the rose there. If anyone knows Ambi, she is
roses are the highest vibrating flower. So that's why I love roses. Thank you.
Of course, I'm proud of you, and I'm excited for
Apothecary of Alchemy.
The Apothecary of Alchemy.
Yeah.
BK, or is there a Brooklyn in there?
I think it's on Instagram. It's Apothecary of Alchemy NYC, but it's just Apothecary of Alchemy.
Okay. Well, I'm proud of you. And
thank you.
We're gonna get all the way to a storefront soon.
Man, I hope so. That's the goal. It's definitely the intention.
Good. And you're bringing healing to folks. I mean, you definitely helped me.
That's just my nature. I just do that just because. So that's why I had to start like an actual service, because it's such a big part of my life. I just do it just by nature. I can't help it.
Was there a point in your life where you were like,
this is what I want to know? I started getting spiritual readings, and I was kind of told. I was told that that's what I'm here for. By numerous people, spiritual people that I've gone to. Yeah.
And you just fully embraced it.
I mean, I would say I'm embracing it more as I get older. I think that the way the spiritual community is right now. It's all over the place, and there's a lot of conflict between what's new age and what's actually like spiritual teachings. Then there's also all these white men, white folk that have one fucking dread that think they know everything about spirituality because they went to India for a week and then they come back and their name is Jai Patel, but it's a total white dude, you know, and it's just like. No, but I know he went to India for a month and came back, and like now he's culturally appropriating and selling some shit he doesn't know about and fucking up everybody's energy, you know. So it took me a while to want to plant my feet in and take the path because there's so much spiritual bullshit floating around that I didn't want to be a part of it. So I haven't fully stepped in. Like I still have half my foot in the corporate world and half my foot in the spiritual door. I'm also in New York. Like, it's not the place, you know, it's really not the most ideal place to be doing.
It really isn't. Work. It just feels like it's chaos.
Needed here. Like, that's why I stay here. I stay here because I know it's needed and there's a market for it here. And I know that for me as a facilitator of healing, because I hate calling myself like I'm a shaman or I'm a mystic or I'm a healer. No, I help people master themselves. You know?
Yeah, you might have to work on me a little harder with the discipline. That's not my strong suit, but
yeah, but you're stubborn. You're a Brooklyn girl. You're just like me, stubborn and hard-headed. But that's why we're friends.
I like what I like.
Yeah, I know. I like what I like too. I get it.
I like what I like, and I keep going. And no matter how many
that's that empath shit, though.
Yeah,
the empaths don't walk away till they got no blood left.
Yeah, I'm there. I don't have any blood left. I'm done.
Yeah, you said that 6 months ago.
I feel like you're getting at specific things, so I'm just gonna back out of this conversation. But I'm working on it.
Okay, Miss Barbie.
I'm working on it. Listen, my phone has been the driest it's been in quite some time.
Ow, I'm here for it.
I'm being quiet. I'm not feeding into the drama as much. And I'm just, you know, taking things as they come at this point.
Okay, now I have kick, push, coast.
Okay, Lupe.
We're just going with it. We're coasting.
Yeah, that's kind of where I am. Like, just going with life. I don't know if it's for the best, like it's working out or whatever. It's kind of just... It's really like at this point, it feels like it's hard to have high expectations.
No,
anything.
At this time, at this point, yeah, it's best to.
It's like keep your expectations low, and that way
I keep the standards high and my expectations low. You know what I mean? My standards are high, but the expectations are low. But that's also leaving my roster empty. But I'm not going to lower my standards, so.
Yeah.
Not because these two, like, society is sick, man. I'm not adjusting to it. I refuse.
So
I'm adapting, but I'm not adjusting.
So like you said, you just mentioned that your roster is empty. How does that...
Peace is wonderful.
But
I've never dated a man that's made my life peaceful. So I'm good. I have yet to find one that has, like, my ex-fiance, we made each other's lives peaceful.
Yeah, I don't know if
and unless my nervous system is like on chill, then I ain't fucking with it no more. If I have to have anxiety about somebody texting me back, I am not texting you anymore. Romantic, family, friend, I don't give a fuck. If I gotta worry about you not answering me or you not texting me back in a timely manner, of course.
What's a timely manner?
24 hours.
So if you text someone, they have 24 hours.
24 hours, or I think you don't take me seriously at all as a human being.
By 24 hours, I'm like, yeah, this is done.
You hate me.
An hour into it, I'm already like, no, I can't do this.
But this is also like the example that we set for each other as a friend, right?
Yeah.
Because if you hit me, unless I'm sleeping or my hands are tied,
I'm like, you're gonna
respond. I'm gonna hit you right back, right?
Yeah, 5 a.m., 3 a.m.
Right.
She's like, what's going on? I'm like, I thought your phone is on Do Not Disturb.
It is, but if I see it, I see it, right? That's how you know I don't ignore people. Like I have a thing about just not ignoring people.
If I read it, I'll respond.
Yeah, and if I don't want to talk to you, be like, I don't want to talk to you right now. I'm tired. I'll hit you back when I'm ready.
I'm taking a nap. I'll talk to you later.
But it's not that serious. I don't get why people find it so like. I feel like controlling people are like, you can't have access to me. It's like, nigga, your phone is right there. Shut the fuck up.
You're on, and that's the thing. Like, and I think it's even more annoying when you're texting someone that you know, like when you're around them, they always have their phone in their hand.
And then you want to act like you ain't see my shit.
I'm like, so if I'm here, you see your phone, but when I'm not here, your phone doesn't work.
Right.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Typically how that works.
Yeah.
But then God forbid you don't hit back, then it's a problem, right?
I mean, it's not a problem for me.
No, but for them, right?
I mean, I'm not in any situation where I have that.
But I think about our work experience, I know that my career has definitely flooded into my personal life, right? So like I realized that the last job I had, I was an executive assistant to CEOs, but I got paid because my communication skills are top notch. Right? So if my communication skills are top notch at work, they're going to be top notch outside of work.
Right.
I worked for CEOs. They were both married. I mean, we're talking about men that got like 250 million. Like we're talking about like high level, high value, quality men. Respond to me in 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Now, if I got men that are millionaires that are married with families hitting me back in 2 seconds, ain't none of y'all fools got what they got. There's no reason why y'all can't hit me back in the same manner that they did. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, as a business person, so if you can't communicate with me, and this goes for anybody, like if you can't communicate with me appropriately, how are you communicating with anybody appropriately?
Right.
Okay, like that means you can't do business.
I say that all the time, like as a professional.
Right.
If you want people to take you seriously, then you have to.
You're going to display a healthy level of communication.
Absolutely. If you can't communicate, then
you can't get shit done.
Absolutely not.
You can't lead.
No.
Right. So as soon as a man is not able to communicate, I kick him to the curb, and that's why I'm single.
And that's why I am where I am. Just in the ether. Just
ether's my favorite word. It's where everything comes from.
Well, I'm out there, just particles, because none of it makes sense. And then, yeah, communication sucks. No one wants to communicate. And it also, it's like, when we talk about, your value and feeling like you are valuable, it's like, well, I reached out to you. You didn't respond. So now it makes you feel a way of like, wait,
of course it does. And then people want to act like it doesn't do anything, which is why I'm really responsible in my response rate. Because I don't want anyone to ever feel like that. Like, I don't want to know that I made somebody do that. Do that face. Do it. Like, I don't want to know that I did that. I don't want anyone making that face to me.
Is it me? Did I do something?
No, that face. I don't want that face ever.
Although, and if they did, let's say you did feel away and you didn't respond, I would rather you just be like, yeah,
I'm gonna tell someone I feel away because I can't sit on shit.
Yeah, we can't. Don't text me again.
Right.
We're not friends.
Just communicate.
We're not friends.
But just say it.
Just say it.
No.
But people are afraid of standing in the truth.
I'm definitely
I'm somewhere in the middle. It depends on the person. It depends on the relationship. But for the most part, I'm very upfront with people. I'll let them know I'm like, oh yeah, not my vibe, not interested, not gonna make it. Rather than have them think I'm going to show up
or not show.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm never gonna not show, and you didn't know that I potentially wasn't coming, or you have to know the reason why I'm not coming. But I'm not gonna just be like, yeah.
I don't ghost.
No, I think it's unhealthy.
I tell people straight out, and then I'll fucking block them across the board. But I'll tell them I'm gonna do that shit first.
It's coming. The block is pending.
I don't do that. I don't do limbo shit with people. They know everyone knows exactly where they stand with me.
And I feel like that's fair.
Okay, I'm lying. I definitely left a community of people that don't know where they stand with me, but they don't deserve to know. Well,
part of it is just...
Yeah, they don't deserve to know. Yeah.
Well, fuck them.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you're
Sometimes
watching,
it be like that. Sometimes it be like that.
Listen, as adults...
And it took me a good 46 years to learn that some people, you just got to be like, fuck it.
Yeah, I've talked about that. I've had to say fuck it to people that I love, cared about.
Oh, hell yeah.
And literally had not got to the point where like, you don't care about me, you don't respect me, so why am I
does it say punching bag across my head? No.
And most of the time, it's like you're not even the reason why they act the way that they act, or the reason that they're showing up.
Like there's there's that book, the 4 Agreements.
Yes.
One of them is don't take anything personally.
Oh,
fuck that agreement.
No, I take stuff.
Fuck that agreement.
I take things personally.
If
all the
I
time.
know somebody personally, I know you personally. Just because you're unaware of your bullshit doesn't mean that I'm not gonna take it personally. I ain't gonna fuck with you no more. I'm not gonna let it eat me up and like eat at my heart and affect me, but I'm not gonna fuck with you no more if you purposely did something to fuck with me, because you purposely did it.
And I don't like when people act oblivious.
So I don't understand how people, right? So I don't like, I understand the don't take anything personally to a certain level, but if I know you personally and you personally doing some shit to me, I'm gonna fucking take it personally.
Right, because it's like, if you know me, then you should
know
find
that
a way to
absolutely
communicate
and
with
I'm
me.
the most easygoing, lighthearted person. So it's when people decide they don't want to communicate that I get angry and that I get upset and that I become really difficult and scary. I know I get scary because once it's like time
because
for
you stand on business.
I'm fucking pushing fucking 50. I better be standing on fucking business at this point. Not only that, but I grew up in New York.
No one believes you're pushing 50.
In New York, like, how am I not standing on business at my big age?
Right.
How? Because I look young.
That's what I use. That's what I stand on. I'm like, yeah, of course. But it's like an insult for you to
absolutely
know that people don't communicate like they communicate in certain ways, or they show up in certain ways, especially when it comes to you, and then you can't reciprocate, you can't. And I use the word reciprocate lightly because not everything needs to be reciprocated, right. But at least have the respect and the
audacity.
We have to have a whole episode just on audacity alone when it comes to New York City, but just the respect for me to communicate. We're like, listen, this ain't working out. I think you're a great person. You're not the person for me, or not, or I don't
it's
want
not that complicated.
It's not complicated. Like,
that's why like I'm anti-ghosting. Like, I'll tell you what the fuck I didn't like. I'll be like,
right.
Poor guy.
I probably won't tell you exactly what I didn't like, but I'm like, there'll be clues.
No, I definitely told the last guy it was because we had different not moral compasses. We had different, what's that word? Religious beliefs.
Oh.
Where I'm just like, nobody knows the answer to anything. Nobody fucking knows the truth about anything.
Yeah.
Like, that's my spirituality. Nobody fucking knows. I don't fucking know.
You have to have some common ground where it comes there, though.
But like, how dare you try to make me believe your beliefs without respecting that I don't believe what you believe?
Because
like, you want me to respect your beliefs, but you don't respect mine? Like, how does that work?
Yeah.
How does that work? So no, he knows exactly why. And like, no.
I tried to make it work with an atheist once. I tried. I really did.
I'm not an atheist.
I can't do an atheist.
I believe in a lot of different potentials. But I believe most in that nobody knows the truth to anything.
Absolutely.
We only know this moment. That's all that we really know is exactly right now.
But I can't say that I don't believe that there is
a higher power,
some spiritual things going on all the time.
I think it's beyond human perception. I think it's so profound we can't even perceive it from with a human's mind.
No, totally. So yeah, no atheists for me. I tried. I remember I was like,
I need spiritual. I can't do religious.
I need spiritual. I can't do the religious either. I mean, I don't mind. I'll go to church. I like this. I like, worshiping. I like the songs. I like, the fellowship. But yeah, like I've done it, and I was just like,
church is not for me. It's not. I'll go if I have to, but it's not. I'm not gonna actually like going to churches in Italy, but I go for the art.
It serves its purpose.
Gorgeous.
I feel like there are people who need that fellowship and they benefit from going, and they need that
I understand the community for sure. Yeah.
But it's definitely a commitment, and it's not one that you should take lightly. You shouldn't take it lightly. So if you're going to go,
it's too much in a box for me.
Everything isn't for everyone.
Yeah.
But I definitely feel like, you know, for those who, like, I wouldn't go. I mean, I would go, but I'm not saying I wouldn't put myself in that space. Like, you know, we always talk about energy transfer. I wouldn't put, if I'm feeling skeptical, I'm not going to go and sit amongst people.
You're not going to do something that doesn't feel aligned.
Because it's going to feel, and then I don't want to share that energy.
Right.
Like, it just doesn't feel right to impart myself in a space where I'm not as fully invested as everyone else here. But I do understand it.
I would laugh. If I wasn't invested as everyone else, I would find it comical.
Yeah, because now you're just there judging. You're like, so really,
right.
You're here screaming in the middle of the people's sermon. Like, yeah, it's if you're not if you're not gonna take it seriously, and you know we're people that shouldn't be in don't laugh situations.
Absolutely not, because we're laughing and not hiding it. We're probably laughing and crying.
They're gonna beat us up. They're gonna beat us up, and you know
they're not beating us up. We're from Brooklyn.
I don't know. I'm not gonna fight back at the people's church, and you definitely not gonna hit them with an Appleton bottle in the people's church. I'm like, I'm gonna take her. We're gonna go. There's a local bar with our name on it. We're gonna get out of here. But you know, I think you know for everyone to find their healing, find their community,
it's important.
Absolutely, you have to find where you fit.
Yeah,
you know,
you also have to be willing to step outside of yourself to see.
Absolutely. And I feel like that's a lot of people's issue, you know, it's like feeling comfortable in spaces with new people, feeling like you can go somewhere and be okay by yourself. And knowing that you may end up going out. Like people ask me like, oh, you go out, like you go out all the time. And I'm like, because a lot of times when I used to go out before, I would go by myself. Like I was not going to meet anyone. No, I'm going to listen to music.
Pure entertainment.
Yeah, I'm just going to go and sit and I'm going to entertain myself. And I will go to a bar, like if I'm really bored, but I want to be outside, I'll go to a bar and sit there by myself and order a drink and scroll through my phone. I was just going to sit at home and make a drink and scroll through my phone anyway, but I could do it in public and maybe I'll meet somebody. Maybe I'll make a new friend. Maybe I'll meet somebody will have an interesting conversation. I don't know.
Like that guy I met the last time you had an open night. Did I tell you what happened? Remember the boy with the tattoos on his face?
Oh, that's what that almost got scary.
He told me I ruined his life 15 minutes after meeting him.
Listen, he was about to commit suicide.
Ain't nobody told him to hit on me while he had a girlfriend that was present.
It's Brooklyn. There is a lot of characters here. Like, and if you hang out enough, you will meet all of them. You will meet every single one of them. But yes, that guy did.
20 minutes. It only took 20 minutes to ruin his life. His whole life.
There are some characters.
I crumbled it.
I was like, and most times like, okay, so what drugs do you have? Because this,
I'm joking.
Like, this is different. The way you're acting right now, this is different. But you gotta even be comfortable in those situations, because you never know if you're gonna meet someone who is totally normal or someone who is about to.
I'm not as open as I used to be now. People need a cosign. I need someone. If I meet someone new, like they need to know someone that I know. I need a cosign that person is solid.
All right, we're gonna find some. I'm gonna find some people to cosign. Don't trust Mike. Yeah, because you know what I be dealing with. And with that, so I do like, what you're doing. I am very proud of you. I tell you this all the time. And with your journey, because it has ongoing 10 years, you've been doing art. You're now
arting and doing healing.
Yeah.
Healing work. Yeah.
And it's important. It's important to, be a facilitator, and you're bringing your art, doing really well at it. And very
I
successful.
sold my last piece before the show even opened.
See?
Yeah.
But you've been doing this for a while. I told you, it was like, before Zoe was born. I was like, I've seen, you've had huge art installations.
The one on Flatbush.
Yeah. Huge art installations across the city. And you're continuing to flourish as an artist.
I try.
As a friend, as a wonderful, wonderful just human being.
Thank you.
I'm so blessed to have you.
Me too. I'm blessed to have you too.
I mean, I try. It's fun. I think, the benefit.
I mean, go ahead, Flatbush Barbie.
Oh, well, real quick. And then, yes, I do also go by the Flatbush Barbie, but you named me. I did not come up with Flatbush Barbie by myself. This is the person that named me on one of our hot girl
I mean,
walks.
she looks like Flatbush Barbie.
That's the Caribbean. Like, I always tell people I'm not moving out of Brooklyn. I'm not moving out of Flatbush. This is my home. This is where I feel most like myself. And then you're like, it was after the Barbie movie came out and everyone was something Barbie. And you were like, you're the Flatbush Barbie.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, I
change
guess I
handle.
am. And you were like, go change your handle right now. And I've been the Flatbush Barbie ever since. So thank you for that.
Of course.
That's my my alter ego.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out the name of that word too. Yeah,
it's the Appleton, but I got there. But yeah, that's my social personality because Keola is multifaceted. Keola is tired.
We both have really good IG handles. Like we both have really good social handles. Yeah.
Brooklyn's Mood. You had Brooklyn's Mood for forever.
Yeah, my friend, a guy I met, gave me that at like a night at Santos. I met this guy at Santos, and he was like, "What does your name mean? It's
Does
so
Santos
beautiful."
even exist
anymore? No, it's been gone.
Lord, New York is so different now.
Man, I miss Santos. That was like one of the best parties of my adult life for sure.
Yeah, I've only been a couple times, but I remember like walking in, it being really dark, and there's neon lights, and there's the stage, and there's all this.
Man, I would be up in the DJ booth taking fucking tequila shots with Q-Tip and Amanda Seals.
That was a life.
Vomiting behind the speakers up there.
Listen,
don't tell anybody.
You told everybody. You already told everybody. But no, it was a different time, and we had some good times.
I was
not a party girl then, but it was good.
I was 100%. I was in my early 30s. Like right when Santos was out.
I was in my late 20s,
2009ish.
By the time I was 29, I stopped going out.
For the open party.
Yeah, I stopped going out like around 29. I was invested in a
relationship.
relationship.
Going out again. That's when I started going out again.
We didn't go like
I was with my ex-fiance for my whole 20s. So my 30s, I was like let loose into the jungle of the city. I had no idea what I was in for.
Yeah, I got when I left my husband, I was 33, and that's when I started hanging out.
It's crazy
again.
that we're having like those ex-fiancés. Left my husband.
Listen, that's when I'm like, we grown. Woo! But yeah, I started going out when I was around 33, 34, and now it's been a decade.
Time flies.
Time definitely flies. But this, we still got a couple more good years in us. I mean, pretty sure when we get to our 50s and 60s, we'll still look like kids.
Probably. I mean, probably. I probably won't be doing like the same shit that I do now, though. Well, I don't even do the same shit that I did.
Yeah.
Like, I'm such a homebody. Partying. I'm like, I kind of hung it up.
This year has been a hanging up year.
I hung up outside this year.
Yeah. I mean, I still pop out here and there.
I haven't even popped out. Like, I have not been seen on the scene, like, since May.
Yeah, same. I feel like I'm just like I'm not buying tickets to go to anything, and when something big happens, like I'll make an effort, but for the most part I'm just like, or I could just stay at home. I just want to stay at home.
I just want to be where it's peaceful and quiet and like not like pushing and.
But we do have our own parties to start. We have our grown women parties we're gonna start.
We talked about it. I mean, but that sounds like nice, like a day at a country club type thing.
Something cute where we could wear sneakers.
That place in not Canada.
Oh, Connecticut. Yeah, something relaxing.
Like that seems like fun. It's like a kickback.
Yeah, we're gonna move into a more calm space of enjoyment.
It's still social.
Still social.
And still lit.
But
laid back
lit. Yeah, that's where I am. I'm tired. We're tired. We can't keep this momentum going.
No, it's not even. No, it's soft life era.
I hate soft life.
Well, I can't think of another name for it.
Yeah.
So it's just like
soft life to me gives quitting. I like life is not like
No, it's like being like a trad wife, like a traditional wife. Like
see.
that's not.
I like the idea of soft life, the husband and all that, but because it's with the quality of guys that are currently available, I'm just like I don't see it.
I'm
Maybe someone will
hopeful.
change my mind, but right now I don't.
I'm not
see it.
dating unless somebody says like they want to marry me.
They have to write you
Like,
an essay.
An essay and pass like 3 interviews.
Okay, is it just gonna be you interviewing?
They're gonna have to you Fresco and then like my aunt probably.
Definitely your aunt.
Yeah, I would need it. I'm laughing if my aunt actually interviewed someone that I was gonna date. It would be hilarious. But yeah, I would need like 3 cosigns and like a few recommendations and a proposal.
See, my problem is I only tend like new guys creep me out.
I'm scared.
I don't like new guys.
That's why they got to go through like a whole interview process.
Yeah, I don't like. Typically, I only date guys that I've dated before or I've had some kind of interaction
I changed
with.
my phone number, so none of them have access.
Yeah, I can't change my phone number, but yeah, I definitely have to stop dating the guys that I've dated.
Not
in the
only did I
past.
change it, I changed it back to back because I was like, nah, fuck every single one of y'all. Like none of y'all have access. Good luck finding.
But then,
me.
like with social media, they still can find
oh
you.
no, everybody's blocked.
I always feel like I've had people call me from Instagram before, which is weird.
Blocked. All of them blocked.
I'm like, why would
I've
you
had
call me
people
on
do that. They
Instagram?
get blocked as soon as they try that shit.
I'm like, I get why it's a feature, but why would you use it?
I don't understand why it's a feature.
Like, why? I mean,
Well, I
put
guess
people on
because you don't
Instagram
want to
all the
give your
time.
phone
Yeah.
number out, but
I'm like, why would you call me?
on Instagram.
I've gotten like.
All right, I did it to one person once. Just once though, but I had to think about it. Yeah.
No, I mean, I spoke to somebody. I called somebody on an Instagram video yesterday. Like, I'll just call them. Yeah, like but it's my friend, so I have his phone number. But he doesn't have an iPhone, so I just called an Instagram video. But it's still weird. Like, if you don't know the person, calling them on Instagram is weird.
Even if you do know, there has to
It
be like
is
a reason.
little
Like you have like
weird.
a reason.
Like, why do you want to see me? But that's neither here nor there. But I do want to, again, thank you for coming out and supporting. You know, I always say these conversations, you never know what comes out of them. You know, good people could take away. Somebody is out there probably Googling Omega 369 as we speak.
I hope so.
If you are, just get one for me too, because I'm not doing it myself. But thank you again, Ambika. Is there anything else that you would like to impart on the folks?
Oh, you know I'm not good at marketing myself,
So then we will market for you.
Yeah.
And I'll figure out with lower thirds and every other thing, just how we'll put your information up.
Thank you. Brooklyn's Moon.
At Brooklyn's Moon.
Apothecary of Alchemy.
Yes.
Ambi. I'm Ambi.
You are Ambi and the ambivert.
Ambika Martha Lewis.
Martha?
I know, right? I don't know. I don't understand where that came from.
Lord.
I got 3 first names.
So do I.
First names. I feel like that's a big West Indian
thing. It's a very big West Indian thing. I guess because we were named, our last names are our slave owners' names.
Well, no, actually, it's not because they were necessarily slave owners' names, but when our family ended up in the ports, they just gave us whatever Bible names they could, whoever was there, Paul, Joseph, John,
George,
exactly. Exactly.
I was like,
I just found that out recently because I was like, why the fuck we all got? I thought it was because the slave. Yeah. I thought it was a slave thing too, but it's not. I'm sure some of them are, but I know at least for my family, it was whoever was at the port.
Mr. Lewis.
They couldn't spell. It was not even Lewis. My mother's maiden name is Joseph, so my mother's side of the family name they're all Joseph, but their original name was like Locke something, but they couldn't spell it, so they were like, oh, just write Joseph. So we lost our Indian.
That's such
the Indian half of our our names. Yeah, and they gave us Joseph.
We don't even know our real names. Like this is such a weird.
I don't know.
Yeah.
One of my family members knows it.
Like just through history, it
It gets lost. Yeah.
Such an interesting dynamic. But again, thank you. And I would like to thank everyone for joining us.
Thank you.
Today's wonderful episode about spirituality, healing yourself, and following your dreams, your passions, because you, my friend, are passionate.
Thank you. And so is Garnet.
Garnet is very passionate, and I'm working on it.
You are too. I mean, you're here. You did this. And we have a whole list of things that we need to execute.
Listen, let's get to the list. We're getting to the
list.
A
whole emporium of ideas.
But feel free to join us weekly. There will be more episodes. This is episode 1. And looking forward to having more of my wonderful, immaculate, prestigious network on, and to continue these conversations, and that they feed you guys as much as they feed me. So thank you for joining.
Peace.
Bye.
I'm not cutting. Let's